The movie opens with Hutch Mansell sitting in an interrogation room, bruised and battered, this time accompanied by a wolf dog. Two agents sit across from him asking who he is. Days earlier, Hutch has returned to his life as an assassin, taking on contracts assigned by the Barber to pay off his debt to the Russians for destroying the Opshok in the first movie, Nobody. The violent nature of his work continues to distance him from his wife, Becca, and their children, Brady and Sammy. Hutch is aware that his double life is taking a toll on his family, and the weight of it is becoming harder to ignore. After completing a job, Hutch sees an ad for a small summer town called Plummerville, a place his father David used to take him and his adopted brother Harry when they were kids. With summer break approaching, Hutch suggests a family vacation, hoping it might bring them closer together. He promises Becca to keep his work life completely separate during the trip. Hutch even calls the Barber to request a break before accepting another assignment. The Mansells pick up David from his retirement home and head out on their road trip. After settling the kids into their rooms, Hutch and Becca enjoy a private afternoon alone, sharing wine and reconnecting after so much time apart. Later, the family heads to the local water park, only to find it's closed for the day due to an incident. As compensation, they're given free hot dog coupons, so Hutch takes them to a nearby diner instead. There, while reminiscing about past visits with his dad and brother, Hutch unintentionally draws the attention of the local sheriff, Abel. Mistaking Hutch's glance as a challenge, the sheriff approaches and warns him not to eyeball the law. Hutch brushes it off, apologizing and trying to avoid trouble. The family heads to the arcade after receiving free passes there as well. While playing games, Hutch tries to talk to Brady, who's sporting a black eye, originally blamed on a football game, but it's implied to have come from a fight. Brady brushes it off, saying it's no big deal and that they'll talk later. He gives some tickets to a group of girls who were checking him out, then uses the rest to get a prize for his sister, Sammy. Suddenly, Max, one of the girl's jealous boyfriends, confronts Brady for talking to her. Max grabs the toy from Sammy and rips it in half. Without hesitation, Brady punches Max in the face and twists his arm. An arcade staff member intervenes and pulls Brady off. Hutch quickly steps in, trying to calm the situation. They're asked to leave the arcade. As Sammy bends down to pick up her broken toy, one of the staff smacks her on the head. Hutch, trying to stay composed for Becca's sake, begins to walk away, but then pauses, turns around, and tells her he forgot his phone. He walks back inside and unleashes hell. He brutally beats the staff member who hit Sammy, then takes out another coworker and a man who tried to play hero. Later, Hutch and Brady are taken to the police station. Brady, clearly impressed, says his dad was awesome. Hutch corrects him, saying what he did wasn't cool, and that Brady should aim to be better than his old man. Sheriff Abel escorts Hutch into his office, where he's introduced to Wyatt Martin, Max's father and the powerful owner of Plummerville Theme Park. Wyatt claims he practically runs the town and is furious that Brady injured Max's pitching arm. Hutch fires back, asking what Wyatt would have done if someone had smacked his daughter. Wyatt seems to get the point, but still orders Hutch and his family to leave town. Unbeknownst to Wyatt, Sheriff Abel gives a quiet order to his deputies: follow Hutch and get rid of him. The next day, Hutch takes his family on a duck boat ride. While enjoying the outing, he notices some of Abel's men tailing them. Acting quickly, Hutch puts Becca, David, and the kids on one boat and boards a separate one, drawing the four goons away from his family. At first, Hutch tries to de-escalate the situation, but the goons attack. Hutch unleashes his combat skills, taking them down one by one in a brutal fight. Despite holding his own, he loses a pinky in the scuffle. At one point, he's thrown overboard. As he sinks, the battered goons now realize he's not just a tourist. They've clearly underestimated him and even start demanding more money for the job. That's when Hutch resurfaces and finishes the fight, leaving them broken and humiliated. Later, the lead goon, missing several teeth and strapped to a stretcher, calls Abel to report that Hutch took them all out, confirming he's far more dangerous than they expected. Hutch, knowing things are about to get worse, contacts Harry and asks for backup. He then checks in with the Barber, who reveals that Plummerville has long served as a secret hub for truck trafficking and bootlegging. The entire operation is run by a psychotic woman named Lendina. We cut to Lendina in her casino, sitting at a high-stakes poker table. When she catches her opponent cheating, she calmly executes him, then turns her gun on the dealer and every witness in the room. Cold, calculated, and ruthless. The Barber warns Hutch, don't piss her off. Meanwhile, we learn that Wyatt works under Lendina. Years ago, she killed his father and now forces him to pay off the old man's debt. Wyatt wants out, but Lendina has him in a stranglehold. After they hang up, Lendina contacts Abel, who is also secretly working for her. She orders him to keep Wyatt in check by taking something or someone of value to him. Abel kidnaps Max and holds him hostage. Hutch tracks him to a warehouse where Abel and his men are gathered, alongside a massive pile of cash meant for Lendina. Without hesitation, Hutch drenches the money in gasoline and threatens to set it ablaze unless Abel agrees to leave him and his family alone. Reluctantly, Abel backs down. As Hutch is about to leave, he notices Max being dragged away by a pair of goons. He steps out momentarily, then quickly turns back and storms inside, launching a full-on assault. With ruthless precision, he takes down Abel's men one by one. At one point, a thug tries to kill him using a table saw, but Hutch overpowers him and slams his head onto the spinning blade. When the dust settles and only Abel is left standing, Hutch frees Max and prepares to finish Abel off. But something holds him back. Instead of killing him, he fires a shot into the ceiling, but accidentally hits a light fixture. Sparks fly, igniting the gas-soaked cash and a batch of nearby chemicals. Flames erupt. Hutch grabs Max and bolts just as the entire warehouse explodes behind him, taking all of Lendina's cash with it. News of the destruction quickly reaches Lendina. Her assets are gone. Furious, she examines surveillance photos of Hutch and his family taken in Plummerville. Moments later, Abel, still alive but severely burned, contacts her, urging her to bring in reinforcements and hunt Hutch down. Lendina agrees. This is no longer business. It's war. Realizing the danger is far from over, Hutch tells David to take Becca and the kids to a nearby lodge for safety, knowing the hotel is no longer secure. Max is brought along, and he and Brady finally bond after everything that's happened. Before heading off to face Lendina and settle things for good, Hutch shares a quiet moment with Becca. He admits he broke his promise and suggests she leave him for her own safety. But Becca refuses. She loves him too much to walk away, and instead tells him to finish what he started. Hutch visits Wyatt, who's drunk and furious over Max's disappearance. Wyatt tries to attack him, but Hutch calms him down and assures him that Max is safe. As they talk, Wyatt reveals the depth of his hatred for Lendina and explains how she forced him into working for her after killing his father. He then takes Hutch to a hidden armory, an arsenal his father had prepared to fight back against Lendina before she murdered him. With Harry and David joining in, the group sets out to booby-trap the entire Plummerville theme park in preparation for Lendina's arrival. Meanwhile, back at the lodge, Becca hands Brady a quiet responsibility: take care of the kids. Then she grabs a nearby rifle and says she's going for a walk. Lendina arrives at the park with her convoy of goons, while her trusted enforcer Kartoush leads a separate team to raid the lodge. Once inside the theme park, Abel confidently talks to Hutch and Wyatt, claiming they're doomed. But as soon as he turns, Lendina coldly orders his execution, calling him a pain in the ass. Gunfire erupts. As their men spread out, they fall right into every trap the group has set. Landmines hidden in the ball pit, rigged roller coasters, swinging grenades. One by one, the goons are blown sky high in comically violent fashion. Meanwhile, at the lodge, Kartoush and his men attack. Brady fights one thug while Max hides Sammy in a closet. Just when things look grim, Harry bursts in with a katana slicing through the intruders. He faces off against Kartoush in a fierce duel and ultimately decapitates him. Back at the park, most of the goons are down, but Hutch, David, and Wyatt are badly injured. Lendina moves in to finish Hutch off. Just as one of her henchwomen raises her weapon, Wyatt pulls himself up and shoots her first. Her partner tries to retaliate, but is quickly gunned down as well. Lendina grabs a gun and aims at Hutch, but before she can fire, Becca appears with the rifle and shoots Lendina with 2 tranquilizer darts, one to the chest and one to the eye. Just then, the final wave of gunmen stormed the park. David, bloodied but standing, reaches for the last set of explosives. He triggers them as Hutch and Becca dive into the pool for cover. A massive explosion engulfs the park. Lendina, staring down the firestorm, smirks one last time before she and her remaining men are consumed by the flames. Hutch and the wolf dog are later seen back in the interrogation room, this time with Becca by their side. The 2 agents continue questioning them, trying to piece together what really happened at the theme park. But before they can go any further, a call comes in from their superior, ordering them to release the Mansells immediately. Free to go, the family returns home. Sometime later, they gather in the living room to watch a slideshow of photos from their chaotic but unforgettable trip. The pictures capture rare moments of joy, the family laughing together, Brady with his new girlfriend, and even Wyatt and Max, now close friends, smiling in group shots. As the slideshow plays, Hutch leans back in his chair, the wolf dog resting nearby. For the first time in a long while, he allows himself to relax, smiling as he finally enjoys a moment of real peace with the people he loves most. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy to hit the like button. And if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice just to be sure. It would be best if you watch the whole movie. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this.